Friends, all that we have witnessed today, all that we have sung about, the reason that Easter Resurrection Sunday is the height of the Christian calendar is because it brings meaning to life. 3 days ago on Good Friday, we explored the passage in Isaiah that says that Jesus was crushed for our sin, for our participation in the unraveling of his good world. And so, in Jesus, sin is executed. In the crushed Christ, like anything that is crushed, the far ends are brought together. What was once blown apart, what was once separated, what was once fragmented, is now all being reunited. What we thought was lost in death is now brought back to life. And friends, that is the miracle of the resurrection, and it is all because of the one and only Jesus. Who is that Jesus again? Jesus, the Son, is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn over all creation. For in him all things were created, things in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or powers or rulers or authorities, all things have been created through him and for him. He is before all things, and in him, catch it, all things hold together. And he is the head of the body, the church. He is the beginning and the firstborn from among the dead, so that in everything he might have the supremacy. For God was pleased to have all his fullness dwell in him, and through him to reconcile to himself all things, whether things on earth or things in heaven, by making peace through his blood shed on the cross. So what does that mean for you and I this morning? It means that because of who Jesus is, because of what Jesus has done, because of what Jesus is doing and will ultimately do, because Jesus lived, died, and rose again, everything being brought back and put back together, including you. All the parts of you that feel fragmented. All the relationships that feel that they are spinning out of reach. All of our accidental failures and all of our intentional failures. Because of the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus, it is all being brought together again. And if you're here this morning and you're worried that you're already too far gone, too far away, remember that in Jesus, the things that have rotted in you will flower again. So if you have ruined things, if your addictions have spoiled everything, if trauma has stolen from you, if shame has eaten up all your hope, know this, that God's grace for you blooms out of the life, death, and resurrection of Jesus. So what that means is today you have hope. Today you have strength. Today you have all the confidence and all the peace and all the power that you need. Why? Because we have been crucified with Christ, and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. The life I now live in the body, I live by faith in the Son of God who loved me and gave himself for me. So then, my friends, all that has been broken apart in your life is on the mend. That is our resurrection hope this morning. And it's not a cross your fingers kind of hope, like you hope it's going to happen. It is a hope that you are sure of and you invest all of your life in. It is the hope, that surety that we know that Jesus is putting us back together, that Jesus is working on putting this world back together. So I suppose the big question for us this morning is this: will you join in? Will you join in not only in Christ's death, not only in his resurrection, but also in God's renewal of all things, that is, the revival of our lives and of this world? Because that is the Easter message, that death has been defeated and new life awaits for you to receive and for you to share.